By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. By the way, friend, I respect you as a reactor. This is all about clout. I respect you as a reactor. Hey guys, hello, how are you? Y'all pray for me. Don't ask why, don't be nosy, says the nosy gossipy lady, but y'all, my God. Ooh, I just got 2 notifications. YouTube, thank you. Thank you for turning my notifications back on. I hope everyone else is getting their notifications. Hold on, let's see. I think there were a lot of people here. Thank you guys for camping out. You know, I normally don't try and keep y'all waiting, but I like to have an opening because I feel like it looks cuter. But that's why I was like, let me just run with this like little 45-second opener because I put this up like I was getting ready to go live earlier, and and then, you know, I had to manage some business really quick. So let me see who's here, and so I can say hello to everyone. Hey everyone. Hey everyone. My goodness, 95 people here already. Gosh, guys, you guys are pretty awesome. So okay, let me get my screen the way I like it so I can, that way I can like see comments and see who's here, see everything, everybody. Okay, guys, weird thing again. Another person, I got another, y'all, my customer service and help desk tickets did not go away yesterday. You guys know I'm like the my channel's help desk, okay? I got a help desk ticket yesterday telling me that their comments disappeared. Yes, ma'am. The person who texted me, yes, thank you. You guys are awesome. Guys, you guys really are awesome, and I thank you so much. Again, give yourselves a, y'all did this. Okay, guys, a couple of things. I know that there is like the most fuck shit going on the YouTube streets right now. Girl, it is a mess. Someone sent me a really interesting video. I did watch the video that everybody's watching and talking about today, and I loved it from the perspective of girl. Not only was it she turned some very difficult subject matter. Is it Witchy Wit? Please forgive me if I got the name of her channel wrong, but I enjoyed it from the perspective of I mean, she was thorough. She got her point across. Number one, hey lady, how are you? She got her point across and she made it entertaining. And it's like very difficult subject matter, but it was entertaining AF. So if you haven't watched her video, guys, go ahead, check her out because it was fun. And I started watching your video and I was like, she's got a spunky personality. I actually watched 2 videos. I watched you doing your drapes and moving into your new place before I watched the Jasmine video because I was like, I'm so sick of Jasmine. And so I watched 2 videos first and then I got to the one that everybody's talking about. But yeah, everyone's talking about your video, and you know, you look, you got your point across, and like I said, you did it like entertaining. It was kind of funny if it wasn't so sad of what could be going on in that household. So, but yeah, thank you for dropping into the chat, ma'am. I appreciate that. And yeah, it's, you know, I definitely, you guys know I don't mind calling something out when I feel like something is good. And I've told you guys before, like my shabby life, I don't know what kind of work their line of work they're in, but they do an amazing job editing it. I feel like I'm watching a documentary sometimes when those videos come out. And but yeah, you made it. I think for some people, you guys are awesome. Thank you, Witchy Wood. I appreciate it. Thank you. And I love you guys so much. Um, I just feel like for some people who are not sure, there's something weird going on. We know this. The main thing that we do know that's going on with Jasmine, just to jump right in, guys, say hello to everyone. Say, like they say in church, look to your left and look to your right and say hello. And guys, everyone is welcome. No one should feel any type of way. Um, Look, I'm all about second chances or whatever, and it's not even second chances and someone did something wrong. um if you want to be here, then be here, you know what I'm saying? So don't feel any type of way. Just understand that your girl's not dumb and your girl is not blind just because she wears these big glasses, okay? It is what it is. Let's act like fucking ladies up in here and treat your fellow man like you want to be treated, and let's keep it moving. And today's a new day, and let's walk, period. Okay. I don't believe in dragging stuff out. I'm not doing no investigations. I don't care. I just want to be comfortable wherever I'm at. And when I'm not comfortable, I got to say something about it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like anyone who knows me, like knows me on a personal level, knows that when I'm not happy about something, it's like I can't not say something and get it and clear the air, right? Um, so understand that comes with love, because honestly, like most people say with relationships, be worried when they stop talking to you. When people are talking to you, girl, the lines of communication and that bridge is still open. When people stop talking to you, it's I don't fuck with you no more. Don't talk to me, right? That's how I am. If I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. If I'm not talking to you, we're done. Okay? So, we're good. Okay, everyone? Please take that how it's meant and let it soak in where it needs to soak in. Period. All right. I just needed to get my arms wrapped around my business. And honestly, guys, I've and I'm not gonna even get into that. That's another day. I don't want to talk about that. But to the lady who sent me a video to watch, I did want to talk about Jasmine, but I also so yeah, two people sent me your video, Witchy Wit. It was so funny because I talked to another creator earlier and was like, "You haven't seen the video like that's going up and down the YouTube streets yet?" And I was like, "No, what are you talking about?" And I said, "But I haven't been on Instagram," and it was like 11 o'clock or something. And I was like, "Oops." Um, Two people sent it to me, so thank you to the people who keep me in the know. Because sometimes, guys, you know what I'm saying, like I kind of turn off a little bit at night. Um, and then sometimes I'm trying to prepare stuff for Francoise Vlogs, and I can't in the headspace do Francoise Vlogs and this simultaneously. So sometimes I kind of tune out on what's going on over here. And then another lady sent me Latoya Forever because Adam was spilling his beans. And I'm gonna do a live reaction to it. And you know how I get. Sometimes I'll talk too much, and then this ends up being the live reaction. Hi, Brittany. How are you? Hi, Lacey, Kitten Zombie, members, mods, subscribers, bushes and the bitches. Hello, how are you doing? Go ahead, hit that like button if you don't mind. I really appreciate it because it's important. Um, yes, Witchy Wit, it's very draining. It's very draining because some people are living lives that none of us like. When Jasmine said people are jealous, or can I just call out the people who want to gas this woman's head up that we are jealous? Like anybody who has formed their lips to tell Olivia or Jasmine, no offense, Chrissy's doing okay. But even Chrissy girl, we know you're busy. So honestly, on that level, you are blessed and highly favored with 9 children. I mean, honestly, I say that all the time. You have 4 daughters and 5 sons. Is it 5 sons? Is it 5? 5. You're blessed, period. Okay. So nothing I should say should bother you. But yeah, I'm not jealous. I don't want that job. That job is for you. God made those kids or made you for them. Okay. I don't want them. I'm not jealous. I don't want that load. Okay. So understand, with all due respect and lots of love, girl, you got that and keep that. Okay. Jasmine, nobody's jealous, period. Olivia, yeah, ain't nobody jealous of you, period. And that's on period, boo. And it's the beard for me too. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, David Hale. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, we're not jealous. Nobody is, okay? But let me tell you something. This is really where was I going with that? Um I'll get back to it, I'm sure. Um, so another lady sent me a video of Latoya Forever, and it really ties into a couple of things because this stuff really does run deep. I don't know if you guys have seen this video or not, but it is crazy. Okay. Latoya did a sit down interview. Okay. And I'm just going to jump right into it because, Latoya and Keisha Anderson have some sort of uh, friendship alliance. I don't know. But, they say birds of a feather flock together. Is it Queen Key? How are you? All the queens in the house, all of our kings in the house, including my king who's listening right now. Guys, hello, hello, hello. Um, yes. And there is nothing wrong with being in these bushes, okay? Because I'm in the bushes oftentimes at people because, I don't know. Sometimes I just don't like to go up in people's chat just because I don't want to disturb anything. Not to say that I feel like I'm going to cause a disruption or anything, but you know, some people might think I'm messy, and that's okay because I do gossip, and that's all right. You know what I'm saying? So whatever people feel or think, that's okay, because that doesn't bother me, and it doesn't like order my steps either. But it's more like a respect thing, honestly. Um, and not to say that I'm being disrespectful if I come out the bushes. It might just be because you have made me feel at home and welcome to be able to join in the chat. So everybody's welcome. So let's just, let's have a good time. But I just wanted to talk really quick before we jump into anything else about Jasmine, because I did watch her last video. So I'm going to do this really fast, guys. But I'm going to put the video down in the chat and I'm going to do a reaction to it because let me tell you something. Latoya kind of gave me like a little, I don't want to say she sent chills up my spine, but I was kind of like, well, damn. Okay. So let me tell you this. So you guys know who Latoya Forever is. If you're watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, you know who she is. About 10 months ago, I had done a video, which I was live just like this. I was talking to you guys. Adam had gone and put a video up, right? Um, and he was driving in that G-Wagon, right? And it was funny because someone in the chat said, "Is that Bam?" And I was like, in a G5? I don't think so. But keep in mind what time of the year that was, okay? So anyway, and for those of you who don't know, Bam is the guy that Chrissy met on Plenty of Fish, who basically created kind of where we're at right now in a way. He moves some things around. But anyway, he was talking about how Latoya said she wanted a divorce and that she wanted to be in the streets. So anyway, this video kind of picks up. There's someone who's interviewing her, asking her questions, and what I just wanted to point out is hi Shay, is that Latoya talked about the first divorce, and I think that's what Adam was talking about. If you want me to, let me show you this really quick. Because this blew my mind. She was so cold with it. I was like, see, and my main reason on this, guys, is yeah, you don't marry someone you don't love, period, guys. Some of you want to try to work things out. People want to try to be with somebody that they don't need to be with, all of those things. Do not try to make things work with someone that you don't love, that you don't want to be with. Don't marry someone you don't love. Really and truly, can we just not have kids with someone you don't love? Can I just say that? Jasmine, if you're listening, you don't love Chris and Chris don't love you. Okay. Don't have kids with that man yet. You've already got 4 kids with a man who didn't love you. You loved him. He didn't love you, ma'am. Hello, everyday life with the, I always want to say with the Kelly girls, with glamour granny girls. Yes, yes, yes. Um, you know what I'm saying? So guys, just be careful, because when you tie yourself into a lifetime with children and things like that, it can get very, very sticky. And I'm telling you, when people say marriage is work, marriage, there's work, because you got to take care of, like my husband does for me and I do for him. If I were single, I would just be doing for me, right? Or my kid, if I were a single mom, right? When you are married, you are doing for your whole family. You are sometimes putting yourself last, but I've talked to you guys about that, because by putting other people first, you're putting yourself first, because your greater good and happiness is determined by the love you give to other people, right? Um, exactly. So that's to me is the basic principle of marriage, right? Latoya did not love Adam. And we see this in a lot of the vlogs. I don't know any of you guys out there who watch Latoya Forever. I would peep in here and there, and I did see a compilation from Troy's TV about where he did kind of like a 45-minute, almost an hour kind of documentary, and really profiled some low lights of Latoya. And it gave me some reason to pause, but definitely, oh, Witchy Witch, I feel like we have the same hair today. That just hit me. I was like, wait a second. There was, because I was thinking when I was watching your, and I was like, oh yeah, my hair. So she's got kind of a lemonade thing going too. Okay, so Choice did something on Latoya Forever, right? There was just a reason why I really did not like Latoya. You know, I don't know her or anything, but she's different. But anyway, this interview opens up and she's talking about the divorce, right? And she talked about how she, is there someone behind me? Okay. She talked about how she had asked him for the initial divorce. She told him she didn't want to be married to him anymore. And I think that's where we picked up with him in the G5. If I can find it, I want to show it to you really quick. And he was like, she says she was for the streets. Okay. Any of you guys who remember that? Um, do you know that she said in this interview, and I'm talking about in the first 10 minutes, that she got back together with him because she wanted to get on the Real Housewives of Atlanta? The only reason she got back together, and she didn't tell him this, she got back together with him to get on the Real Housewives. Okay. That's the only, she said, the only reason I got back together with him was because I wanted on the show. She said, basically they wanted a family. They wanted a house. They wanted a wife. Right. And she said, then she got the contract and she said, you know, dealing with him again, she didn't love him. She said, dealing with him again. She said she was tired of faking the funk. She said, I was tired of faking the funk. I couldn't deal with it anymore. When you are married and you have to lay down next to someone you do not like, I mean, forget about love, that you don't even like, girl, I'm sure it's hard. Okay. Because that's one of the, when I had that connection, like when I first got married, I realized, yeah, you can't do this for fake. Anyone who can do this for fake is like diabolical, because there is no way that you can lay down or be in company, have to stir up some eggs, wash their dirty drawers, and you don't love, care, and like this person. Okay. She said she could not do it. She asked him for a divorce again. And this is right before they were getting ready to start filming. She said that she couldn't do it. She said the producers were asking her, please, can you get back together? Can you get back together? Yes, she's violent. Yes, she's violent. in the middle of this, in the middle of the first reconciliation and the second asking of a divorce, she bought a gun. He got nervous. He went and filled out a restraining order on her ass and said he wanted the 2 kids, not the newest baby. And I was wondering, is there something to that story? Like, is that baby questionable, whether that's his baby, not his baby? Because he always seems to want the 2 older kids and not the baby. What man wants 2 out of 3 of his kids unless 1 out of the 3 is not his? She did say that she had cheated on him. She cheated on him. Hey, Dreamcake. She cheated on him, and this is before she asked for the first divorce. Guys, when your man or men, when your women are cheating on you, when a woman cheats on you, yeah, she don't love you. Remember when Chrissy said that she cheated on DeMarcus? Yeah, she wasn't. Remember, she was like, and we were going to try to make it work. When I keep saying he got up and left that day because he wasn't really with her like that, he didn't love her. That's why someone can get up and leave like that, because they don't love you. Why be there? Why? Okay. So she had cheated on him. She asked him for a divorce. She got back together with him to use him to get on Housewives. She got the contract. She thought she could dump him again. And she did in theory, but the producers came back and were like, what are you doing? Like, this is what we signed up for. Because, Real Housewives signs the wife. They don't sign the husband, right? That's why a lot of these men get mad. Remember, because, Apollo got a axe to grind. If you ever see Apollo is never happy about this whole thing with Phaedra, because he's always like, Phaedra never caked him off like he felt like he should. Yes, Deandra, I'm getting there. Yes, you got it on the nose. Like, all the people who are saying that, and I'm not picking on anyone, please. This is my opinion. All the people who say that Adam is being a bitch by what he's revealing about his wife, I beg to possibly differ. If this was your brother, or, you know what I'm saying? If this was your brother, your nephew, your son, would you want him with a woman like this? She's over here telling him she bought a gun. You know what I'm saying? And then she's like, the whole time we've lived together, you've never purchased a gun to protect our family. Oh, but now you got the pants in the family and you're going to go buy a gun? Really? Okay. So, he didn't trust it, and he felt like he needed to call the police. He issued a restraining order on her because he said he was nervous and he thought she was setting him up. In a way, to me, it almost sounded like the War of the Roses. Any of you who saw that movie with look it up. It's, or Mr. and Mrs. Smith, in a way. Is someone talking? Are you girls? Hold on a second. I'm sorry. Is someone behind me? I got kids in the house, guys. Okay. I didn't know if one of the kids was coming to ask me a question. I had to work things out with these kids before I got online. Okay. So I feel him on being nervous, because I would be scared. Yes. I feel like maybe they're kind of like in competition. Maybe they were muy caliente for each other once upon a time, but then they fell out of love or realized they didn't love each other. It could have just been sex. It could have been opportunity. Because Latoya said, look, when the producers told her to get him back, this is after the second request for divorce, and he was like, bet, we're doing it. Oh, thank you, Eric's fam. It's in my Amazon store. So if you just click on that, girl, this might have been like $40. Yes, Shay. That's what they're saying, is that he's kind of a I don't even know if he's he might just be a friend. Yes. You know how they do. Kenya might have put her onto that. Who knows? But he said, they were trying to get her to get him back, and she was talking to him about it. And she says, you come from the slums. I guess he's from somewhere in Africa. Is he from Tanzania? He's from somewhere, right? He is an African brother. Okay. He is a naturalized citizen. here. They came wherever he was from. They hooked up and were living in Canada, and then they came here. Okay, so he said she tried to play on his sympathies, like, you come from the slums, this is a life-changing situation, this can be our come up, just do it for. And he said he didn't want to sell his soul. He's Islamic. He is from the Muslim faith, and he is not for the play with religion and God and things like that. And I think, of course, I'm sure he likes money and likes what money can do, but I think that where I think the difference with these two is that I think he really loved, Letty, you think I'm being shady on what? What did I say that's shady? I think my opinion is Adam really loved Latoya. I think Latoya, yes. Maria 29, exactly. Okay, YouTube streets. We got these ball busting ass ladies, right? Okay. But I'm gonna finish with Latoya first, but keep in mind ball busters, right? So what I got, he didn't want baby number 3. Makes me think, is baby number 3 not his? He felt like Latoya was trying to maybe have him killed. When Latoya decided to move back and stop hotel hopping with her mother, when basically he kind of ran her out the house by calling the police, she said that she thought she was set up by him. I was like, and all of this was happening on YouTube. This is all pre-Atlanta, guys. All of this was happening under our noses, and some of it on Instagram, because I did catch them on Instagram having a couple of fights before where it was like super awkward, where they're both on live and then the auntie comes through and tries to mediate. It was a hot mess. But the restraining orders, she admitted that she put a GPS on his truck because she was following him. She wanted to know where he was. He couldn't know where she was. And she purchased a gun. And she said, and I purchased a gun. And it was kind of like, but I thought you bought it for protection. Oh, protection from your husband. He was right to have called a restraining order. I think this lady has left a sour taste in his mouth. I'm telling you, I'm going to give you guys this link. Check it out. If you for a second thought Adam was being a bitch or Mitch, by telling his side of the story for a woman who now is more powerful because she's on Atlanta Housewives. She's not just a YouTuber anymore and can make a guy look bad. He had to, in this interview, girl, let me tell you something. Why she has it posted, I don't know. Yeah, she's a weirdo. She is a weirdo, okay? Okay. Now, her and Keisha are friends. Keisha Anderson, guys. Who knew? I mean, I guess for me, I'm a sucker for love. I'm a Virgo. Okay. I would never be with a guy I don't like, period. Latoya, I think so. She had a nice chocolatey guy. He's African, he's black, right? But he's exotic black. He's got the caramel skin. He's got that curly hair. Some of y'all ladies in this chat like to go goo goo gaga for. He's got the beard. It's the beard for me, right? He's got some attributes that some of you ladies might go goo goo gaga for, okay? She might have thought, I'm gonna have pretty babies. Okay. I'm pretty, he's pretty. Let's do the damn thing and give me some kids. Okay. Keisha. So that's where I'm drawing kind of like this thing runs really deep because I don't know that Latoya ever liked this guy, but she enjoyed having him on the camera and making a buffoon out of him, right? And Keisha, yeah, she was in a whole nother lifestyle prior to Jeremy. I think she had a boyfriend for a minute, but that guy took off. And then she found Jeremy at the bus stop, and all of a sudden she's popping pregnancy less than 6 months later, right? And 3 kids later, are they even at a 3-year anniversary? Maybe they're at a 3-year anniversary, 3 kids and lots in between. there are people out here who have designs and plans on a YouTube career and what it's going to consist of. Guys, we've seen it play out on Love and Hip Hop. Do you think when Bambi was over there with Bobby Valentino and they were trying to set up Kirk Frost, but Kirk ended up with that other chick and Bambi ended up somehow with Lil Scrappy, how that turned out? Do we not remember that? I mean, yes, these storylines kind of bleed when they end up in the bed and sausage and boxing, girl. Next thing you know, it's a full-on relationship, right? It's a full-on relationship, and people are getting, shouts out to Toya, tricked out their spot. Okay. You get tricked out of your spot because these girls come up and have these babies. Okay. But you know, Keisha's holding on. Keisha's not trying to get tricked out of her spot. Okay. We know how that's been going. But girl, because I got a couple things to say about Keisha. Keisha, can I ask I just want to ask a quick question off this topic a little bit. But Keisha, girl, why are you running around buying t-shirts from probably Sam's or Walmart or Michael's, and it's Jeremy's company? Did you sign a contract with Jeremy to produce these shirts for you, or did you get pulled on as an employee of Jeremy's t-shirt company? Because meanwhile, when you are running around chasing t-shirts to have in stock that he's supposed to be producing, I saw a Splash on Instagram with his whole naked chest out. Girl, he showed us his whole chest, his whole little bird chest, okay? But you're over here running around Atlanta picking up white tees in small, medium, large. And y'all, if you are plus size, you out of luck on the Black AF and mommy AF, what is it? Fly AF t-shirts. Yeah, you're out of luck because she didn't think about you, because you know, sometimes girls that weigh and you know, this is not skinny shaming nor fat shaming, but let's just call it is what it is. The privilege of being skinny don't typically think about the ample abundance of larger chicks. Okay, so their world is 0 to 12 maybe, right? Extra small to large. But she forgot about her big, thick mamas who are part of her fan base. Okay. So that was a whole miss. Did you guys hear about that miss on the offerings of the Black AF? I guess are you not considered Black AF if you are a larger sized woman in the Keisha camp? Or a fly ass mom? A fly ass mom couldn't possibly be over a large, can she? I'm just wondering, because if she can, why did we not have those sizes? But skinny people of a certain size may not be thinking that thick chicks matter, right? So I just want to point that out. But yeah, Keisha seems like she got a part-time job as Jeremy's assistant. And I'm trying to figure out that you're the one with the companies, like Phaedra says, businesses. And you're the one running around. I think he's got a car, but girl, on that Instagram, he's over there in the studio. He is bare naked chested, and it looks like you are running around and doing a lot of work on a contract that you signed with your man to do t-shirts off his Cricut machine, okay? Or whatever it is that you guys use. Y'all, I have not and will not be ordering any of that stuff. Period. So, because to me, I also feel like the contrived story that she put out around the conception, or really the deception, in my opinion, my humble opinion, is lame. And Fly AF isn't fly enough for me. Black AF, and I always forget the other one, something else. It's something. But yeah. Anyway, but the whole Latoya thing made me think about how people really talk about how this relationship is. And, I think a lot of people who are very mad at Keisha for what she is standing for by dealing with Jeremy seem to, what gave me a whole lot of peace a couple of weeks ago was that, and especially what really drove it home, what put the nail in the coffin, I'll tell you in a second. Let me just write that down. The nail in the coffin. Okay, Keisha is not Keisha is kind of Bougetto. She's wannabe Bougetto. She's wannabe Bougetto like how Mace and Diddy were back in the day with their shiny suits. You know what I mean? They're Diddy has ascended to another level of Bougetto because he's a wealthy man now. But back in the 90s or the early 2000s, she's kind of like Bougetto, right? She's a little bougie but still ghetto, right? Um, she doesn't Keisha don't know what she doesn't know. Like, she's not in this club, okay? She pays a lot of rent somewhere because she makes a decent paycheck, but if she was about her business, you know who is Bougetto but on her damn Dougie is Glamazante. Okay, Glamazante, I have a lot of respect for that woman. She does what she wants to do. She is unapologetic. She dresses how she wants. She's super sexy in her attire. She wears her green, her yellow, her red, her pink wigs. She dresses super sexy. She's not apologetic about her sex life. She does what she wants and she makes a lot of money, right? A lot of money. Keisha's not that. I don't see that. Okay. I see someone who is trying to have people fall for the okey doke that she is vanilla mom. And girl, you are not a vanilla mom because a lot of these vanilla moms are wifed up. And if they're not wifed up, they're on the first wife or second wives club. They are divorced. Okay. You have turned yourself into a baby mom. And there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do. But most baby moms are happy to be single, proud in their single motherhood, in what they have decided to do with their life. Just as I decided to have a baby before I went down the aisle. I married my baby father and he's my husband now. But at the end of the day, most women are not playing wife for TV with a guy who is not playing back. Jeremy is not playing back with you. Jeremy is doing his single guy stuff. And you are running around on your Instagram and your YouTube looking like a complete fool. Okay. When I saw you running around and telling us, I wouldn't have told nobody. If your man is supposed to be doing the work, why are you running around buying t-shirts? Why are you calling and placing orders for ink? Why are you working harder than he is on some music is it ever coming out? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, what is going on here? Yes, Glamazante is the bomb. I love her. And I mean, I could think of many others. But what I'm saying is this, someone who, and has a degree, but girl could go work in the strip club tomorrow if she wants to and don't care, right? Glamazante is unapologetic, a bad bitch to me. I love her. I like her style. I like her youth. I like the way she is handling things. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those that, like, if I were in my 20s again, how would I do it? Yeah, I'd do it like Tay. I would do it like her. Sometimes, guys, some of the memes that you see, some of the people you see in my videos, it's for a reason. It's because I like them. I like them. You know what I mean? Because those are people that I rock with, and that I think are doing it. They're not just doing it, but they're doing it like cool. They got swag. They got a way about them, and they do their damn thing. You know what I'm saying? And Keisha, girl, you're gonna need to, like, that's not what you're doing. Period. So knowing that Latoya, back to Latoya again, and Keisha rock with each other, it just made me think, like, y'all, stop worrying about Keisha and is she okay? And what the fuck about Jeremy? Clearly they have some sort of agreement. Um, I was listening to Paris, and what I'm understanding from a couple days ago, she says she was playing a role. She was trying to get some intel. I guess they're playing each other. I still, in my mind, don't understand a couple of things. I will keep listening to hear what I feel like I need to hear to turn the keys on understanding what Paris was doing and why one day when she was telling her story, it didn't match up with Dee's receipts. Do I care about Dee's receipts? Not really. I'm just kind of listening to get the facts to talk to you guys. You know what I'm saying? But I hear what Paris is saying. I understand what's going on. I definitely hear the discrepancy of, for those of you who are not following, maybe I'll do some sort of a wrap up. So, like a high level, so you can understand what's going on with Keisha and company, as they call it, Cell Block D. D is kind of her, used to be unpaid, paid, I don't know, bone dragger, muscle. I think one time I said it was like some mafia style intimidation going on. Um, she's word on the street. She's doing Keisha's business, put it that way. Okay. She's handling some business for Keisha. Um, and they've called out a certain person, Paris Harley, on a couple of things. I spoke about them. And based on what I know, what I heard, what I saw, I gave my opinions. Now what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, she's Paris has spoke up. She has presented her own information. Um, I'm still listening. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Keisha, it's not looking very good. Um, Someone told Paris she needs to stop talking to Keisha. Keisha, you need to stop talking to Paris. Like, what is wrong with you? You're over here like you are some bad bitch, and you make it seem like someone is not relevant. You make them relevant every time you think that you need to text them, because all we ever hear from you is that you've got attorneys on deck. And you can't even figure out a simple name to serve papers. And so clearly, what I would do is continue to try to find things that's going to add to this empire that you think you need to talk to us about all the time as you are continuing to film the floors of your house and the corners and the baseboards and the mini potty toilets and everything else, right? As we are watching you know, a situation where, guys, if you saw the video, was it today when her mom said something about, did Jeremy leave out yet? Or is Jeremy there? Like, girl, you could have cut that out. You didn't have to leave that in. Like, you either wanted us to know he was there or he was leaving, but we know where he was on Instagram. He was bare chested at the studio rapping, and you were running around like a chicken with your head cut off, trying to help a business that this man. Do you remember? Okay, I know I'm all over the place right now, but do you remember when Phaedra, and I love Phaedra, do you guys remember when Phaedra used to try to get Apollo a business? She was like, "You can be in the funeral business with me. You can come." He probably could have been the office manager at her law office. You can come to the law office. You can come. Okay, we're getting ready to do donkey butt videos. Do you guys remember that? And she was a Southern Belle lady, cookbooks. I mean, Phaedra's not afraid to try something, and Phaedra is not afraid to try to make some coin. Okay. Um, Apollo didn't want those businesses, right? Because he liked that other business. He liked those other businesses. Okay, we know this. It's well documented. He spent time in federal prison, right? And then there's someone who, if you live in Georgia, shouts out to someone who got a second chance, who is now sitting in your legislature, maybe, I think, right? Who's been cleared and all that. Anyway, remember that? Phaedra, another woman who wanted to give a man some business. The best thing you can do, ladies, if you are a boss and you happen to be with a really nice looking guy and you see the boss in him, but the boss isn't coming out, let him be. If he loves you and he wants to take care of his family, he's going to do what he has to do. Okay. He's going to find something that he likes. You know, I've had a lot of weirdos try to tell me what goes on up here in my household because I don't know whatever they think and whatever place they put me for. What people think like I buy my husband, y'all, no, that's not the case. My husband has a job that he loves, that he found on his own. He has a knack for what he does. He is highly mechanical, highly skilled, and found a calling of something that he really enjoys to do. I didn't have to do that for him because you know why? He's a man. And when he decided to be with a woman that he really loved and wanted to marry and have a second chance on love and marriage, um, he found himself a career that is supporting our family. Okay. And that's what men who love you will do, Jasmine. Okay. And Chrissy, a man who loves you will go out and get their own job and create their own fortune. Now, Apollo didn't do it in the right way. Maybe he wanted to make his own money, but he was so used to the street life, he decided to do something else that was not legal. But okay. You know what I'm saying? Like he shouldn't have been doing it, especially when your wife is a lawyer. That's a bad idea. But we all know that Apollo probably has more in the looks department than in the brains department. We all know this. You see, I mean, we all know this, right? But back to again, Keisha, I'm not done with you yet. Girl, I'm wondering, I'm just wondering, like some of you guys who care so much. When Paris said Keisha talks grimy to Jeremy, I'm paraphrasing, but when she kind of said that there was a conversation they had where Keisha kind of recounted a little bit of how I guess she talks to Jeremy, maybe she just wanted those babies. Maybe she just wants some arm candy. I don't know what it is that she wants. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, we know that she opened the door for some things. We know that you had a whole woman in your house with her sister who went with your whole man allegedly onto a terrace that we know, in fact, corroborated by my husband just sent me a text. By not only Miss Sandra, okay, everybody involved that y'all went and smoked weed on the terrace with Ashley. Yeah, y'all can't keep blaming Ashley for everything. Ashley to me seems like a very nice girl. I like Ashley and I like the way she moves. She's quiet. And I mean, I guess she turns up when she wants to turn up, but in her videos, I like the way she comes to us. You know what I'm saying? Like she's a serious mom, but she's a fun mom. And I know she knows probably in the back of her mind, yeah, a lot of people are watching me right now. So she knows how to come and she doesn't act silly dilly. She's having a good time, but she doesn't act ding batty. Okay. Keisha, if you want us to take you serious as someone with 500,000 subscribers and counting, plus or minus at this point, because it's gone down since I've started watching you. You were up about 2K and now you're down. If you want that, if you want that plus or minus back, you need to start to, as a woman who's almost 30 with 3 children and a kind of situationship relationship, to step into your grown woman and stop acting like everything's happening to you rather than you are choosing what is happening, right? Because bosses know what's going to happen. We are prepared for what's going to happen, even when we don't know what's going to happen, right? We stand up. Shit's not just happening to us like, oh my God, I wasn't prepared for this. No, you are prepared to be prepared, right? And when you are a boss and a grown woman, that's what you need to be doing, especially with 3 children, girl. Are you kidding me? Um, it just made me wonder why anybody cares about this relationship, because clearly Keisha knows what she's in. She knows what she signed up for. Jeremy is where he wants to be. Y'all who ordered t-shirts, good luck. I'm sure they're coming eventually, because they were waiting on ink that was going to be coming today, when the shirts would be processed. And she is taking pre-orders. And you guys know what the whole pre-order game is, right? The pre-order game, basically, why she had to say pre-orders, I don't know. But when people tell me, or I hear rather, because it's kind of like we have a personal relationship when you watch people on YouTube, right? When people tell us that it's pre-order, what that means is that they are using your pre-order to fund that endeavor, right? Now she might say, I have plenty of money. Well, any smart business person will put up money towards something. If you can get people to prepay and you don't have to take out of your money to pay for an endeavor, and then everything becomes profit from that point on, and you are not really playing with your money, it becomes a kind of for-profit endeavor, in the sense that you don't have to dip in your money. You got pre-orders. So pre-orders are what? It's already paid for. So you use that money as your seed money to pay for these t-shirts, the ink, the time, the this. And because she knows how Jeremy is, in terms of, he probably has this business because just to make her happy and shut her up, right? Sometimes your man's going to do something for you just to shut you up. And I think this because why is he's got a whole vehicle. Maybe it's a company car, I don't know. Why is he not picking up the t-shirts? It's his company. Why is he not calling to order the ink? Isn't he the one that loads up the machine, or is it you? Is it your t-shirt company? Who's doing the t-shirts? Y'all, I'm just going to say this. Don't put those t-shirts in the wash. You're going to have to buy that as kind of like one of those commemorative, like you went to a really good concert and you don't want to wash it, because I don't know how that thing is going to come out. Life with Destiny, how are you? Right. Of course. I think she's definitely, okay. I don't know how much money she's making, but okay. Her views could be down, but her watch time could be up. So in that sense, just because people have unsubscribed doesn't mean that they're not still watching. So kind of a different, there's different criteria at play. Viewership could be down, watch time could still be up, because you've got people who are dedicated. When I was sitting in Dee's bushes, there were a couple of mods who were like, hey guys, do you watch Keisha's videos as soon as they drop? Don't forget to go watch the videos as soon as they drop. Like kind of like a fan club in a way, how they were just like, yeah, let's get that view. Don't forget to thumbs it up too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know. Viewership could still be up. She could still be making the same money. That girls thing that they do. Did you guys see how hot Keisha got when she was talking about men sleeping with other women? And I don't know why there's a million topics under the sun, but these women always seem to find a way to bring it back to a hot topic that Keisha can also relate to. And she just gets so bothered, right? And those faces. If you look, when Keisha starts to go on a rant, just do a scan of the ladies on the banquette and just look at their faces. Everybody looks so uncomfortable, ranging from, could you shut the fuck up, to, oh my God, who got Keisha started again? It's crazy. And guys, again, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put some links. I promise. And if I don't, call me on it, but I owe you the Latoya interview. I owe you the Adam segment from an old video of mine, and the latest Keisha video where she goes on a embarrassing rant. And what I also thought was funny, how she was late to deliver the video for her people. But she didn't mind taking a clip for her vlog the next day, right? Yeah, Keisha, girl, you always seem to manage your business, okay? Keisha's just different, guys. She's different. And And that's kind of all I got to say about that. But honestly, I feel after watching Latoya, it made me feel like Keisha's not mad. Keisha's not mad at Jeremy. She knows who Jeremy is. She just doesn't want Jeremy embarrassing her. She doesn't want Jeremy embarrassing her, like being at the QT and getting caught out there, car hopping, um, welcoming people to Atlanta. I'll just put it like that, right? I wouldn't want that either, especially if I was trying to play bougie and housewife on the internet. That my man got caught like at the QT or Exxon or Sunoco, being sus. Okay, so y'all, that's what's going on with Keisha. The same. Nothing has changed, but she's definitely been getting called out by Paris. Paris is sharing her receipts now because Paris is getting her name back. And I appreciated that because you guys knew I had some questions. And, you know, when you see someone who's doing a really good job and has an audience and just kind of, you know, seems to have fallen flat-footed for a minute, maybe it did kind of like, okay, maybe I need to, you know, when someone's operating in, I thought we had an agreement. And even if the agreement was in her mind, she knew she was kind of setting her up, but it kind of went against, well, I thought we weren't going to share things and whatever. Um, those people are not operating in integrity. Anybody, like, I would not, you know, Keisha is, I would never talk to that woman. Never, especially since I've done reaction video. Yeah, she would never um be able to get in contact with me. So no. Because she is, from what I understand, shady AF. You know what I'm saying? Like, um there, she's reached out to enough reactors that it's very interesting what's happened surrounding her. So I have nothing for her. And then also just the fact that she disrespected and did not put some respect on these Black female reactors who are busy with channels. And she wants to big up Martin Lewis, who does not really do what I do. If you, yeah, I'm actually not really reacting to you as much as I'm doing commentary on what you got going on your channel. So to compare us Black female commentary channels, it's not commentation, hun, it's commentary. um I was kind of offended because especially when it was Women's History Month too, you know, because us ladies can do it, and we don't always have to follow the leader and that leader be a man. Okay, we are able to do our own thing, and who better than to do commentary on a woman than another woman? Okay, and a woman from your mommy community, of which I am. Okay, and many others. And I just was kind of offended that you thought that that was a good idea. um and I would love if you watch this video or somebody who drags bones back to Keisha to address that. That would be nice. Why you felt that that was a good idea to tell us how to do things from someone's not even like in the mommy community. My God, like, you know. Okay, I'm done with them. I'm sure I'll think of something else, but ooh, that was almost a whole hour, guys. Guys, and I read like little to none of your comments. What I will do tonight, I'll listen to this back and I will watch the chat. And I love how you guys are so busy in the chat. Everybody's talking. I'm assuming everybody is having some nice, positive back and forth. Life of Destiny, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. It's been an awesome day. We've got two little like nieces here. Some of uh, our best friend couple, um, two youngest daughters are here. The reason why me and my husband are together, their two little ones are here. One is the exact same age with Farah, and the other one is like a little bit younger, and they were playing nice in the living room. But I had to settle a dispute over some Barbies earlier, and that's why I was late, because you know, Barbie life is real, and these kids don't play with their toys. You know what I'm saying? Like, they play, but they are not for the play with their toys, and you guys know this. I just heard Smoke Throat heard mention you, so I ran over here. LOL, what happened? I don't, girl. I don't check. I don't check for her. I was giving my update. She knows how I do it. Look. Okay. I give my commentary. Keisha, there's I used zero zilch of anything of yours. Okay. So don't you worry your pretty little head over on what I got going on over here. What you need to do is handle your business, get them t-shirts out and your hair orders and all of those things, all of those jobs you have assigned to yourself. Um, you go right on ahead and do it. Okay. Girl, I don't know. Um, Yeah, smoke throat can mention me because you know what? When people come out of the haze of this nonstop rant of the 5-hour marathon brainwash sessions, excuse me, um, they may like it over here. So girl, send me whoever you want. Girl, we take showers, we wear makeup and perfume. We've got husbands and boyfriends and children that get awards and certificates in school. This is a nice group of ladies over here, okay? So any hey, you're welcome. You can girl, send over here anyone who you want because when they come over and they hear that we talk sense and not nonsense, and that we don't try to blow smoke and lies up people's asses, girl, hit the subscribe button. Okay. Girl, no, we don't stress over chicks. We don't do that. Girl, I got all my whole own business, which includes talking about channels. That's what I do. Nothing has changed. You know what I'm saying? Nothing has changed. Um, but yes, welcome everyone. And if you have not hit that like button yet, go ahead, please. Get that like button in because that helps me. You know, I told you guys at the beginning of the year, your girl operates in goals, and I have a very definite goal that I would love to hit. You know, you guys see me out here, I put in the work amongst many other people out here putting in that work. And so when you come to visit, if you like what you hear, go ahead, press those like buttons everywhere. And if you come often enough that it shows up in your recommended anyway, just hit the subscribe button. Okay. I mean, it doesn't hurt. Nobody has to know. And if you do commentary and you don't want people to know who you subscribe to, just go to your second account or whatever, or unsubscribe, take your screenshots, resubscribe, and you're good. Because I'll admit, sometimes, like the other day, Chrissy, I don't know what it was. I actually hit the like button because I guess I was liking the video. And I left it there. And I did do a screenshot, and you can see the little like there because I was like, because I'm not a hater. Your girl is not a hater. Okay. I'm not a hater. Okay. Let me just talk about Jasmine real quick because I've got notes in my phone and I took a lot. Okay. Guys, look at this. Look at all this from today's video. That's a shame, right? I'm going to go fast. Okay. Jasmine put up a video, and guys, apparently she still must have her stimmy going on because this woman is ordering food all over Austin. If you are in Austin and you have a restaurant and you use DoorDash, Jasmine might be reaching out. But from what I understand, DoorDash, you're on notice. She got 3 orders and she said all 3 orders were not right. And she said, I'm getting ready to get me some free food. And I was like, do I smell a scam? Any of you out there who like to debunk, I'm just curious how you got 3 orders from 3 different people, from 3 different restaurants. I'm assuming 3 different DoorDash drivers. Orders are not packed by the DoorDash drivers, okay? How in the world did 3 companies like McDonald's, Wingstop, and Annie's Ice Cream all get your orders wrong? You seem like the person that brings a bug to a restaurant and drops it in your plate so you can get some free food rather than just tell the waitress, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Or that person, like when I used to waitress when I first got out of college, and the person who would drink half a drink and say there wasn't enough tequila in their margarita. Okay. Girl, stop with the bullshit. Okay? Just stop. Okay? Jasmine is still spending that stimmy money. She is stimulating the Austin economy. She is ordering DoorDash. So she is putting people to work. So thank you for that. But she is ordering McDonald's. Girl, I find it also hard to believe that you ordered McDonald's, hotcakes, sausage, and everything for just the kids. Girl, you had 2 big bags, all right? And I saw you ordered some kind of frothy drink and some orange juices. You could not get your $2 box of Aunt Jemima out and make pancakes and twirl up a 99-cent dozen thing of eggs and some pan sausages and save yourself a buck. That's why you got financial problems, lady. I have never, and I got enough money to order out if I want to, okay? I send my husband to work with the lunch I make him. We save money there because it is a pandemic, right? Um, we don't order out a lot. That's why when I want to go buy lobster tails and make things like lobster and ribeyes and things like that for my family, I can do that because I'm not ordering DoorDash all the time or Uber Eats. Because I cook for my family of 3 and you should be cooking for your family of 6. Okay. Um, so all 3 orders were wrong, and she was getting ready to get her money back. She says, DoorDash, if you're listening, I sense a scam. I don't know. Okay. Um, Mink, I'm sorry, hun, but I am on a complete other topic. Okay. So if you're welcome to join the party and talk my jazzy life, but hun, we are on a whole nother topic, boo boo. Next time I talk about Keisha, which could be Friday or next week, you are welcome to come back. But girl, I don't stop what I'm doing for nobody. Okay. Okay. So Jasmine let us know that she is still looking for houses and that her rent that is over 2,000. Oh, and by the way, don't mess up your new channel by streaming my shit because I don't play that. Okay. Okay. So Jasmine is paying over $2,000 for rent. And she said that Chris asked her if he was sure that they could afford it, which was code for girl, you can't count on his money. Della, what do you say? That was a scam. Yes, to get free food. How can all 3 establishments, 3 different drivers, 3 different orders, did every order, how was every order wrong? Okay. And guys, shouts out to all of you out there who got dissed, played, talked to grimy once upon a time by trying to talk reason over in someone else's live. So y'all, I was in the bushes and I saw you all, and yeah, we don't stop nothing over here for nobody. Okay. All of you guys who come to play and talk, of course, we're going to play and we're going to talk about what we're talking about. But anyone who comes to disrupt and troll, yeah, bye. Okay. So shouts out to all of you guys. Because that was for you. Okay. Chris was speaking code, basically letting everyone know you can't count on my money. Okay. Because when he said, are we sure we can afford it? How in the world does Chris not know what he can afford? Okay. Let's see. She says she may as well get a house because she's paying $2,000 a month for rent. Um, Second time she mentioned knowing. Okay, so then as she's kind of really just all over the place in this video, um, Jasmine mentions for the second time, do we know the meaning of Easter and the importance of it? And she's educating her kids on Easter. But this is the same woman who says that she has never taken her kids to church. Am I right? The last time they got drunk and she was in her too small lingerie, and she said she had never taken her kids to church, and she was making fun of Chris, calling him a church boy. Do you guys remember that? Am I speaking to someone right now? So this was the second time that she had to let us know about Easter. Okay. So she was trying to kind of Christian weaponize the resurrection to guilt or shame people in discussing her channel. And because I've got discernment and I know bullshit when I see it, I was like, girl, try again. You're not going to use the Lord's word against me. Are you kidding me? We don't weaponize the Lord's word. You are going to have to pay for that one, sister. Don't do that. I would not do that if I were you. Stand in your own. If you got something to say, boo boo, say it, right? Um, so Jasmine tried, but she did not deliver on that one. She said she wanted to be completely honest with us guys. She says she feels like she's only showing us food. And I was thinking to myself, girl, as you are showing us only your belly. I don't understand why. Do you guys notice these angles that Jasmine shoots from? She is constantly showing us her belly, her butt, her just everything, just her midsection from her breasts to her hips. It's always her middle section. She's showing us all of it. You had to come out the bushes. Okay. Let me handle some business with this pleasure. Hold on. Guys, okay. The chat is moving. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. D, I'm sorry, hun. I guess you could come back as one of your others, but just I guess keep coming back. But I hid you from my like you can't do that. Like you're not going to disrupt my chat. You may not like my commentary on Keisha, but it's not about you. Okay. Number one, my commentary is for my guests, number one, and my audience. If it is about you, then I would suggest exiting. Okay. Just like when you pulled me up on your computer and went through my channel. Okay. I exited and I really haven't been back since. Um, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like you do what you do, I do what I do. But at the end of the day, yeah, you don't stop nothing over here. You don't pay for this internet. You don't pay for nothing over here. And girl, you need to stop trying to harass people because at the end of the day, keep in mind that all of these moves are in YouTube's system and everything that you do is tracked and recorded, okay, in those supercomputers that they have. And if you are out here trying to harass the good people of the YouTube streets, ma'am, you might want to stop, okay? Like relax, okay? I'm on to a whole nother topic and I suggest that you do the same, okay? And if someone happens to tell me that I can just go over to your other channel, it doesn't matter. If you stream my shit, I will take yours down just like everyone else has taken yours down, okay? And you will be on the bench, and then you'll make a backup to your backup to your backup, okay? Yeah, it is funny to have a backup to a backup, boo-boo. Yes, because I be in the bushes, okay? But don't go for another backup to the backup to the backup, because then that gets weird, right? I know you like that word weirdo. That gets to be weirdo AF, okay? Back to what I'm talking about. The internet doesn't go away. Yeah, because someone could be screen recording right now, D. And if I were you, take a hint and just go on about some other business that pays you, which is Keisha, and we're not on that topic anymore. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So Jasmine just felt like her vlogs are getting boring because she says all she's talking about is food. Okay. Um, If you guys were wondering about the necklace that she wears, she bought it at that same place when her and her son went and bought shoes at the little discount spot where she bought all the sneakers and stuff recently. It's already weird. So rude, right? I mean, this is bougie gang. We don't do that, ma'am. We don't do that. If you have like D, if you have a legit question, you're still listening, send it to my Cash App. Okay. $ bougie gang, or you may super chat me a question, $20, and I'll be happy to answer it. Other than that, girl, I got to get through this. I got house guests and shit to do. Okay. And an audience that is relying on me to, stand on my square. Okay. Let's see. Shared says her vlogs are boring. She's going through so much, guys. What do you think she's going through? Do you guys think she's pregnant? Hold on a second. Okay. I thought, okay. Let me, okay. Tiffy, go ahead and type something. Okay. I am down a couple of mods, just to be honest, guys. One person I'm going to reach out to. And then two people who honestly, on a stack of Bibles, I have not seen in a long time. So if they happen to fall up in here sometime soon and they feel away, I'll handle it. But at the end of the day, there are people out here who want the opportunity, and I really don't want anyone who's not showing up to our chat anymore to have the ability to kind of be able to do it. Like if you're here, great. Doesn't mean you have to be here all the time, but if you're here, you're here. And I know that you're still coming through. Doesn't mean that I think anyone's not, I don't want to say for me, not supporting this channel anymore. Maybe there's just other channels that they like and their schedules are different or whatever the case might be. It really doesn't matter. I have no preconceived notions on it other than I have not seen that person in a minute and I want to offer an opportunity to someone else, right? Because people do ask. Hi, that girl T, how are you? Okay, let me keep going. She says that she's going through a lot. She's dealing with a lot in her household. And she said something about people stalking. I don't know what that's about. Who's stalking her? Who's not stalking? If you are in the bushes, I'm going to need for you to hit the like button. If you want to hit the dislike button, that is okay too. But I'm going to need for you to hit something. Let your voice be heard. Don't stay too long because I do have the ability to change minds. I've shared with you guys once that on my personality, it says on the DISC assessment, I am an I, which is an influencer. That is my natural personality type according to the DISC assessment. And I am what they call a persuasive promoter. Okay, that's my personality. So they say. So no surprise here, right, that I do what I do because I've always had jobs where I speak and talk to people, or even sell to people because that's just kind of my natural personality type. But I'm gonna need for it to get up just a little bit. If you forgot to hit the like button, if you can get those up, we are right under 50%, and that is where I like to be, to make sure that I've got, at the end of the day, the amount of likes that reflect the amount of views. Nova, but you know what? And I'm in her, let's say in her defense on that one, life is not always going to be still waters. We know this, right? But if you are not able to manage a problem that happens over and over. You know how you get tired of being tired? The same thing keeps happening over and over and over again. Hey, Candy Crawford, how are you? You know how the same thing keeps happening over and over and over again? You will continue to be tested with the same test, different people, different locations, to see if you make a better decision, right? Or see if you can get it right this time, or you can be promoted to a next level. Okay. Don't be surprised when you're like, gosh, this same thing keeps happening to me, or I still have the same struggle with managing money, or gosh, when am I going to treat my body like a temple and not be loose with my box, right? Because that one guy that you're not loose with your box might be the guy that wifes you up, right? Because he likes that you didn't sleep with him on the second date, and he got to take you out on a couple dates and treat you like a lady, and you were really in the moment because you hadn't experienced that, or it had been a long time, or you hadn't had someone treat you like a lady, spend some money on you, things like that. You are going to be tested. So when the same thing keeps happening to you over and over and over again, sometimes step out of your box and make a different decision, because your promotion is waiting for you around the corner. And until you do that, you are going to have the same thing happen over and over and over again. It's called conscious living, right? You have to be conscious and aware. If you're going to keep doing the same thing and making the same mistakes, you can't expect God to bless you or deliver you, right? Jasmine says this happens to her all the time. Well, dear, you know why? Because you keep making the same mistake over and over and over again. You are asleep on your job. If you would wake up on your job and see, you know what, I'm kind of ignoring my kids. A lot of us moms take time away from our families to do like what I'm doing right now, but we make sure that our families are good so you can take a little bit of time away, that they are old enough and age appropriate to manage themselves, or you have a babysitter. Happy birthday, Candy. It's Candy's birthday. Happy birthday, Candy. Can everybody wish Candy Crawford a happy birthday, and welcome, welcome, welcome back. We missed you, and we are so happy that you let us know it is your birthday. All of our Aries folks in the house, happy belated or birthday to come. We know Gwen, one of my amazing mods' birthdays, is coming up soon. But yeah, Jasmine, you are encountering the same situation over and over and over again because the good Lord wants you to make a different decision, or he's trying to get you to see something. Okay. Um, you can't expect to be delivered from this, lady, until you open your eyes. It's not for you yet. You have to open your eyes. Okay. I'm off topic, but it's important that people know this, right? She's, and she said this time she's going to make sure that she does not give out her address. All of these years that Jasmine has been, I got a P.O. box. I don't really even get anything in my P.O. box. And this is not dry begging. I have. And shouts out to Miss Mabes. I don't know if you're in here or not, but she sent me a beautiful Christmas ornament, and that was so nice. And it was a surprise. And Rose of Sharon sent my daughter a Valentine. So yes, it has come in handy, and it was $100 for a year. I think the smallest one is like 70 something dollars. In all of the dollars that you have been showered with, the beds, the bicycles, the clothes, everything, you have not seen fit. And Miss Della sent my daughter a birthday gift, and all of you who have blessed my family by thinking of us at times where I never even expected you guys to even do anything. I appreciate it all. But when you're talking about someone who is constantly showered with gifts and money, you would think this woman would have a P.O. box. Like, my God, girl, you practically got a giving business in your name. You would think she would have a P.O. box, but she does not. So she basically gives out her address, guys. Okay. I think when she's had a registry, the address obviously is not on there. But that's what's going on. Anyway, she said, guys, just tell me to shut up. And I'm like, girl, Jasmine, please. Yes, shut up. She was rambling on. I think she was probably trying to get her 20 minutes. Thank you, Ty Cherie. Thank you. I appreciate that. And maybe because I've had some great advice given to me. But I appreciate that. Thank you. The subbies do buy it. Look, I know people want to hear about Olivia, but they don't want to join her members only. And what do? I take some of the money that I earn off these YouTube streets and I pay for a membership. And Jasmine and Chrissy, yeah, I'm coming. I just haven't got over there yet. I need to figure out which level I need to be at. Because we don't need to be if I'm gonna get the same stuff at $1.99, why do I need to pay $9.99, right? Girl, I have like 7 pages of notes on Olivia. I have not been able to, because every time I come to YouTube Streets, you guys don't even want to talk about Olivia yet. So it's like, this is a whole video I'm waiting to put up. But But yeah, I'm gonna finish with Jasmine really quick. She basically says that next time she's gonna get a PO box, and then also that she is most certainly looking for a new place. And she says she has a thick skin, but she needs to use her thick skin. Okay. Kind of the lessons that they learned from like The Wiz or The Wizard of Oz, when the lion, the lion was scared, but the lion had it in him the whole time. Girl, I mean, come on, girl, are you a boss or what? So you say. But we need to see the boss stand up. You can't be a boss being a victim. Okay. No. And if you're going to teach resurrection, I'm just going to take it a step further. Yeah, we're not going to teach victim. We're going to talk victory, right? So, girl, take your own advice. My God, watch your own video. Anyway, then she starts with downing herself, talking about her titties were all over the place. And it's like, look at your angles, Jasmine. You are so worried about the lighting in this apartment, but girl, put on a bra. She's all because like I'm not fancy. I don't know if she was talking about me. Um, Girl, it's okay. I got a whole 20 years on you. Nobody's expecting you to be me. But what we're expecting is that when you turn that camera on, girl, go slip in the shower at 5:30 or 6 o'clock. Um, Put on a bathrobe, put on a bra, maybe brush your hair if you're not quite dressed yet. I got on camera over Easter. I had on my robe. My face was fresh and my teeth were brushed. Okay. Don't get funky on these streets and think that we need to accept that and people aren't going to talk about you. You know what I'm saying? When you're selling clothes and bonnets and we have to look back and remember that, girl, you just don't even like, come on, don't do that. You can't do that. You can't expect to be a influencer in the sense of wanting us to buy things and take you seriously when you put wigs on your head, when half the time we see you, you have not bathed or brushed your teeth. That's not being fancy. That's hygiene. That's being clean. Okay. If you want to have a home day and a day that you are not addressing um, hygiene, I personally would suggest doing a voiceover and not and or at least washing your face and brushing your teeth and brushing your hair. That's it. That's not fancy. That's basic, boo. That's basic, okay? Um but yeah. Um put on a bra, okay? Um and then my last note again, which I talked about that first, was the scam of the DoorDash scam of free food, okay? Um these are my impressions. Why was Jasmine so out of breath? Um I'll wait and see what you guys say. Because when I was pregnant, I had a stuffy nose all the time. Brittany, get your Claritin. Brittany is in the allergy struggle, and I'm telling you, I actually take something, Brittany. If you end up at your doctor, or you can call into your doctor, I take something called Zizal. Zizal is the prescription grade of Claritin. It's YZAL. It's called Zizal, and it's better. It's the prescription grade of Claritin. So I'll send you the spelling in. I'll send you. I'll comment and but yeah, I used to be in the struggle. You get your Claritin. Yes, get your Claritin. There's always good old Benadryl. But Benadryl will have you dead to the world, and I know you got a little one, so unless you got him in the bed with you, holding him in the football position, um, Benadryl sometimes is like a good sleeping pill in a way, but that's what those antihistamines do. But I felt bad because Brittany was in the struggle of. But yeah, so she has asthma. Girl, you should not be in a house with a guy who is using those vape machines. They're horrible. They are horrible. It does a number on your lungs. I noticed that she was out of breath, struggling for air. But one thing I did think was, God, is she pregnant? Hey, Miss True, because you know that everything kind of swells when you're pregnant, and I could only imagine that her bronchial tubes and all of that were probably off the chain with her last pregnancies, and she really does seem to be struggling for air. Um, she said again for like the 20th time, she's not going to stop addressing what she wants to stop addressing. She says she's happy, but I honestly, I'm just going to tell you, I don't believe she's happy. And I don't even know if Jasmine knows what happy is. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, Jasmine, do you know what happy really is? And that's kind of sad. In that case, it's like, girl, wake up, wake up. I think the main things that people have a problem with you, because people watch your channel, is that you are like asleep on the job. It's almost comical, but you got too much going on in your house to not be aware and alert of what is going on at your house. You are so busy talking to us when you should be paying attention to those little ones, whether you're live or not, and you have them in your line of sight rather than behind you or behind a closed door. It's People are watching because they are fascinated at someone who cannot see what is going on. And you've heard all of this talk about what happened with your dog. Did you even watch my video? Or do you think I'm some sort of editing genius that I can create moving dogs to make a narrative regarding the children flipping dogs around that really aren't? Because that really did happen. Go back and look at your own video. All of that happened. And I know you have a Mac. Okay. And I've got a Mac too. And girl, blow that shit up and see what was going on in your own house. And don't make it Kaylin and Amaya's fault because they opened the cage and they're supposed to be playing with him. Who is the adult and who cut the check? That is your dog, and you are responsible, not a 7 and a 5-year-old. Free Bentley. Right. Exactly. Yes. Black and bougie. How are you? Okay. Um, Last thing I'm going to say, and I'm trying not to be out of line on this, what I'm going to say is this. As someone who has not gotten a stimulus, we got the very first one. This second one with the part 1 and the part 2, right? We haven't gotten that. But what I'm saying is this: the stimulus is for every person in your house, right? You get an amount of money. Not saying you had to spend all of it on each individual kid, but I am using this in the context of, why are you so offended by people saying, even if at one time, to get your kid's hair done professionally? I don't think that you necessarily have to. Girl, you watch enough YouTube that you can sit and you can actually learn how to braid hair, okay? But you are getting money earmarked for children. Doesn't mean, again, you have to spend all of it on your children, but you can treat them to something that not only is a fun experience, but also something in their maintenance and care, right? Just like you got a gift certificate to go get your nails and feet done. What do they get to amplify their beauty, right? Maybe you bought them new clothes. I don't know, but even, just, I don't know what you did for them in terms of personal care items, but instead of buying McDonald's and all of these, probably spending at least $100 for a family of 6, I would imagine maybe 120. I don't know how much you spent, but you ordered DoorDash 3 times, Wingstop, McDonald's, and ice cream. Okay. That is a hellified amount of hair products for your children, and where you could have cooked probably $30-$40 worth of groceries. So that's $80. Let's just say if we're using 100, that could have gone towards hair products and paying some chick from around the way who probably would charge you $20 a head to braid up the girls. Okay. Because I know that I can get Farrah's hair braided for as little as $20-$25. I can pay as much as $100. But if I get someone who is going to come and sit on my couch, or Farrah is going to go and sit on their couch, it's probably $20-$25. Okay, like just a regular kid style, right? And then to whoever's point that was, lots of people have made the same point, so I'm just going to chime in. Girl, you paid $2,500 for a dog. Okay, that's it. Like, case closed. You cannot talk about what you cannot do for your human children when you have taken on an undertaking of a designer dog who will need a lot and may need medical attention based on the way you guys toss them around. And you bought a designer dog and you are talking about not getting your kids' hair done. I just think it's a loser argument because at the end of the day, the way to stop that argument is to get some Shea Moisture and some oils and take those rubber bands out when the girls sleep at night, because we know that rubber bands are the killer of Black women's hair and Black babies' hair. Take those rubber bands out, put some moisturizer and some oil, and give those heads some good massages before those babies go to sleep. Put their bonnets on, comb their hair, and then put rubber bands in during the day and then take them out when they get home. Just like you want to take your bra off, kids want their hair loose and free. Okay. And that's how you can start to treat all that hair in the house, including maybe even your own, so that that crown stays intact and those edges don't start popping because you've got rubber bands in those heads all the time with no cream, no oil, no moisturizer, no care, and no love. Okay. And that's it. Drew said, speak. Yes, give that hair some love. Okay? Give it some love. All right? And any questions? I mean, I would open the call-in line, but I'm afraid. I'm not really afraid. But somebody might want to call in and I'm not going there because I know my husband will be mad at me. Like, you told off enough people in the month of March. I don't want you cussing nobody else out. He didn't say that, but I'm you know what I'm saying? Like I am a mom and a wife out here on these YouTube streets. And no, I am not weaponizing my wife life, D. I know that you're one of the ones that gets offended by people saying, and she says her husband like it's something special. It is to me. It is to me. I don't expect everyone to, everyone doesn't have to, shit what I eat, right? But at the end of the day, it's important to me. And I don't expect anyone else to care. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Oh, but she can't come anyway because she's blocked. But anyway, guys, let's see. 7-month grandson has a boy bonnet. Yes. I didn't know that. Oh, like one of the, like a little wave cap. Yes. Yes. Girl, that's the wave, like the little stocking cap. Yes. A boy stocking cap. Mary, like, yes, it's a wonderful thing. And guys, it's not to weaponize it. Really, it's to promote it. It's to let you guys know that at the end of the day, um, fake and phony, when you get yours, you will make an appointment. So fake and phony, number one, I don't need to wait for a check to see a dermatologist, boo-boo. I have a dermatologist and I have what's called insurance. So maybe you're someone who doesn't have a job or insurance, but when you are a grown-ass woman, girl, are you kidding me to think that I'm sitting here with a Chanel brooch on and my Chanel ID necklace and in my home, in my glam room office, if you're talking to me and I don't have health insurance, boo basic, okay? Girl, I am not basic. We don't speak basic over here. So fake and phony, girl, you might want to go on with yourself because honey, you are not talking to bottom basic not having hoes over here. You are talking to bougie gang women, okay, who have businesses, degrees, jobs, lives, wives, husbands, boyfriends, girlfriends, children that they care for, that are well attended to, well dressed, like I said, with degrees, diplomas, get certificates, gave Easter speeches on Sunday, things of that nature. Girl, you can't, girl, bye. Making fun. See, for those of you who don't know, I'm 50, okay? I'm 50. And let me tell you this, at the end of the day, um, girl, because this system and these hormones work just right, because my box is not dead, my box is well taken care of. See, my hormones are working just like they would if I was 25. So all of you young girls who still get pimples, yeah, your girl still gets pimples too. You know what I'm saying? Because my hormones are good. My box is right. Okay. And you feeling a way that I should have perfect skin, thank you, because I give you those vibes of someone whose skin should look better. But that's okay. Because at the end of the day, I'd rather have pimples than be ugly. And I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as I'm happy, girl, you don't worry about what's going on with this skin, okay? There's other things that you can try to score on, but yeah, me, my acne, my face, my body, my life, yeah, girl, bye. It's not perfect, but it's perfect for me. And anything that you say is just a reflection on what you're stressing about over here about me, okay? So come back with something better next time. Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna let y'all haters come through with the bullshit because well, Audrey, I do have on Studio Sculpt, okay? This is what I'm wearing today. This is what I'm doing for concealer. Max Studio Fix will get you right. If you are challenged in the hyperpigmentation area, like many people, girl, Raven Elise, 1.7 million, okay, subscribers. Beautiful home over there in Austin, Texas. Jasmine, look her up, okay? Raven has had many skin issues. And fake and phony, girl, if you are coming over there from D Squad, number one, your homegirl is challenged in the cystic acne walk as well. So before you start and get yourself on Keisha's bad list by talking to one of her friends who has been in the cystic acne walk, girl, have a seat, okay? Because I certainly will tell on you if I see you over there in Dee's chat. I will that is a note I will drop to Keisha. Fake and phony, who is fake and phony over there in your homegirl's chat, was over here talking about people with cystic acne. Okay? Girl, check yourself. Don't play with me. Oh, Maria, thank you. You respect me as a reactor? Yes. Classy, not trashy. Yes, that's the goal. Yeah, people always want to come, but it's like, come on, guys, seriously. Where is the voice record for Fran? I respect you. Where's the voice recording? Is that what you mean, Maria? I mean, you can go hear that voice anytime. That is Jackie from the Cloud Chasers. Jackie, who's had a hard on for me for about 2 years. One day, I think, was drinking or something, and Quinn somehow had escaped from the compound of where they live in on the back of the dirt road in Florida, and somehow left Jackie with a working phone, and Jackie got on live and started talking to me. And a good friend of mine called me up and was like, "Have you seen that video?" And I was like, "What? You know, I'm not subscribed to them because, guys, what do I always tell you? Reaction videos that are about you, yeah, they're not for you. They are about you. So, do you think that I would subscribe to a channel that talks about me? Of course not." So, I didn't know that they were talking about me. And she told me to go watch that video and she said, and record it. So I did. And one day they started talking about me enough to where I was just like, you know what? it's time for me to drop another video. And that really hadn't been seen because she, like I said, had a free moment. And the minute that Quinn got home, because I think I even commented and I said, Quinn is going to beat your ass when she gets home. And literally that video, I don't know if they deleted it or it's just inactive. If Quinn, if you have the guts and the glory to go ahead and repost that video, I would love to see if you guys will put some money where your mouth is. But I had it and I released it, and it is definitely in my Clout Chasers playlist, where is where you can find that. No, absolutely not. Broken DRT. No. Mm-mm. Yes, in the back of the dirt road. But yeah, they used to come for me, like my acne and stuff like that. Um, Girl, bye. Nobody cares about that. See, the thing is that unlike Jasmine, yeah, I'm not going to sit around with a dirty, greasy face. I'm going to wash my face, put on my treatment, take my medication. Gwen, thank you so much. Gwen sent me a Cash App tip. Thank you. Thank you for my tip. I appreciate it. Guys, yeah, instead of sitting and not doing anything about it, even if I don't really have on a lot of makeup today, I just have on some foundation and I just have on some lipstick. Um, and that's okay. Like if that's not what you do, and Olivia, who can get on here and say, I have no makeup on, unlike some people who need to, girl, bye, you put on the most makeup of anybody. And at the end of the day, if you can get on here with no makeup, good for you, because girl, it's not a contest or a competition between what I can do and what you can do. Because if we did have that competition, girl, you would have to sit down quickly. It would be like, what is that, musical chairs? Girl, you can play musical chairs with me. None of y'all, you know what I mean? Say like, girl, these my jazzy life and girl, y'all can play musical chairs with me. Y'all would have to sit down first round, second round, third round. Cause I win that game with you guys all day, every day. The fact that you guys have more subscribers, understand your subscribers are here with me. Some of your loyalty gang and jazzy fam are members here with me too. Okay. Look at it how you want to see it. You can say, well, Bougie Gang is over there in loyalty. Okay. I don't monitor my subscribers' steps. They can go do what they want to do. Like, because you guys are here for the enjoyment and the entertainment that we all put out. I'm not going to put training wheels and brakes on anybody. You guys do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And I have no feelings about it because you guys know I'm out here on these YouTube streets. I'm right behind you in the bushes with my lawn chair. Okay. That's how I can put some of this stuff together. Okay. Because if we're going to sit out here and do commentary, I damn sure need to know more than what you guys know. If you guys are hitting every live, I need to be right there with y'all, right? That only makes sense. You're not going to shame me out of doing my job. Bye. So, but yeah. Anyway, guys, I guess I'm going to call it an evening. Because it's getting ready to be that time where I've got to get coffee together and figure out what I'm going to do for dinner. D, if you're listening, this is going to scratch your ears because I got to make food for my husband and my family. I've got little house guests here who probably want some good hot dogs and French fries or something like that. So I think that's what I'm going to do is make them some I'm going to use my apple slicer again as a mom hack to cut my potatoes. Jasmine now has a dog. Girl, if you saw my video I posted yesterday, one of the last stills while Jasmine is running amok talking about a whole bunch of weirdo stuff is a picture of Bentley with his tongue. Basically, him and Jasmine are having a very intimate moment. Okay. His tongue is all up in her mouth. Honestly, I love little mama. I love her. But with the amount that mommy licks her box and licks her butt, mommy will never, ever, never get her tongue all up in my mouth like that. Aw, I'm glad you guys enjoyed today. We had a good time. Don't forget to hit that like button. And all of you guys who shared my live, there was some random guy who I did put a note, and I was like, "Thank you for sharing my life." A young person. I think he was mad about Bentley actually. So, guys, people are seeing those videos about Bentley. So, Jasmine, if I were you, if you were watching or you collect bones for Jasmine, just make sure that the dog stays safe and somebody maybe pays the $30 or $50, however much it is or was at PetSmart, and get the dog training classes, because really at the end of the day, dog training is for the owners more so than it's for the dog, because consistency and knowing how to talk to your animal is what is going to give you a good relationship and have a good pet in the house, right? I still can't believe they did it, but girl, that was okay. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go and go ahead and get things popping over here. I hope that you guys have a good evening, and I will see you guys again on Friday or next time I post another video. Bye, guys.
I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch.
Whatever. There's different technicalities to the shit.
I'm that bitch.
I'm just saying, whatever negativity. Hold on. Hello.
I'm fine. Can I call me like 5 minutes away?
Alright.
I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm just playing.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm just playing.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch, and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm just playing. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. Ooh, why Fashion Nova keep hitting me up though? Cause I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm just playing.